It's a nice afternoon here in Jordan. It's 12:30. Today I'm going to see all the biblical sites here in Western Jordan. First, I'm going to the Jordan River. It's an hour so-ish drive, and then we'll see a few other biblical sites. In total, I'm doing around 230 kilometers today. I'm excited. I don't know how the roads are like, so I'm expecting a little bit of a tough drive, but I've done worse in Vancouver, and once I'm out of Amman, it should be good. I'm really excited for this. I wanted to see the biblical sites so bad here because in Israel it's so common to see it, but in Jordan it's kind of that people don't visit as much and they don't know about the sites, and it used to be part of Judea as well, part of Jordan. I think close to Amman, that's where the border used to be. But join me on a trip through Western Jordan, through the old Holy Land. It's gonna be lots of fun. I'm really excited for it. Let's pray I get out of Amman safely. There's the mosque I was at yesterday, and then the big downtown area, the mall and the hospital is over in front of me. That view, can't beat it. The left side of the road I find better because there's so many trucks on low gear going down the hills and up the hills, and it's better not to catch behind them going quick than just staying on the left side. See, you could, here's an example. Unbelievable. I've never seen a view like that in my life. Wow, I just saw how high I am. That is crazy. Look at that. No wonder it's so the weather's so good in Amman, because you're immediately already on way past the sea level. I think it's like 1,000 or so. Oh, I think I'm one of the first 21-year-olds to rent a car in Jordan. Once you get past Amman, it is a beautiful drive. I didn't Google any of this, how the view would look like, so I'm actually very surprised. So I decided to take a little pit stop here. I want to see the view here. It's a good parking area as well. This is the car, parked right in the middle. I'm not sure if I'll get a view like this in my future travel in Jordan, so I want to take a photo now. Thank God I'm wearing pants. Unbelievable. Sun's on the top of my head, I don't need glasses. So that way is Jericho and the West Bank, Israel. Over there is Petra, Aqaba, not Dead Sea, the Red Sea. The Dead Seas are over there. And over here is Syria, maybe this-ish, and Amman's over there. All right, I'm gonna get back to the road here. Awesome. Left is the Dead Sea, on the right side
in 500 meters, slide right toward Baptism Road, signs for baptism site.
Exactly what she said. There you go, there's the bridge for the border crossing to the West Bank, and they also have the site. There's also the Israeli side of the river. They have their own churches built around there too, but The Jordan side is the better side to be on. About 4 kilometers.
Where Jesus Christ was baptized. In the spot in the middle between the 4 pillars, here is actually where Jesus Christ was baptized. And looking now this finance, and you close the site, and no people allowed to this place. It's just the free to just propagate down here. And the many people you like to go down to praying and touch the site, touch the place, and actually no people allowed this place. This is top. Here is the original site, original place. And where this is Bethany, if you will, this is Bethany. This is the name of the town here. This is Bethany, and here this is Bethany. Spots where? In the middle, between 4 pillars here. This is a marble steps in the water. This is small shovels, 4 pillars. Under the churches, we have just remains of the church, all the Byzantine church, all 5, 6, 8, 12th century AD. This is a cave garden.
This is John the Baptist spring. This is where he baptized hundreds of people per day. Still here. Wow. So cool. So where the river is now, a little bit ahead, is not exactly where he's baptized. He's baptized between the 4 pillars, if you didn't hear the guide. And that's exactly where it was. There's ruins from the Byzantine church from the 5th century, and also there's lots of stuff from the 13th century. Here are the ruins of the Byzantine church. The marble you can see here. He built this around 5th century. Oh, the river's up next. How close is Jericho?
About 2-3 kilometers.
How much?
2 and 3 kilometers here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so close.
I'm gonna be there next month. It's just funny, I'm so close.
12 churches here with the different denomination churches. This big one from Catholic churches.
Okay.
And Russian and Coptic and Armenian, Lutheran.
Is it Greek?
Greek Orthodox, this one.
Oh, okay. So the Greek Orthodox Church. They have Coptic, Russian, Lutheran, Catholic, everything here. How old is this church?
It's a new church. Before 16 years ago, we started 2003.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, on my way down to the River Jordan now. People have been here for thousands of years. Now, this is the River Jordan is the border between Israel and Jordan, but this is the West Bank, so it's heavily militarized. That's why I have to get a tour. There's military all over the place, making sure no one crosses. So over there is Israel. First time I saw Israel with my own eyes. The baptisms happen here all the time. These are tour groups from Jerusalem or Jericho. Never thought I'd ever be here in my life. So I'm in the Jordan. Big queue up, so I'm gonna get out, rip my pants.
¿Quieres una sola?
Sí, pero bueno, cuando...
I didn't film too much because I was kind of struck in a bit. So those people you saw at the river, they're from Jericho, Jerusalem, even Tel Aviv on a tour, and many religious groups. Usually you'll see a lot of people from Africa too. They come here to either get baptized or for pilgrimage. It's very cool. I'll be there. I'll be on that side in 1 month. I have to do a big U to get here. So the tour is done. I really enjoyed it. Sorry if I didn't record too much. It's really militarized there. I saw so much police. I just didn't, or military, and so I didn't film them. The West Bank is like literally right there. I saw the entire line of it. Now I'm driving to Mount Nebo. I'm in the parking lot right now. It's a half-an-hour drive from here, and it's all uphill, and you'll be able to see the view of everything. I'll explain it when I get there. I'll try to record while I drive, but you know, safety first. All right. It's an 18-minute drive from where I'm at currently. I'm really grateful I got a car that can handle, you know, the drive really smoothly. When I went up a mountain like this with the Golf from Poland, I put up like 7,000 RPM just for like stuff like this, like simple mountain driving. I am pushing it quite a bit though. Actually, not really. It's good. It's a Chevy. I'm driving an American car in the desert, the Jordanian desert. I would say the Jordanians are very nice here. I don't have the stress that I did in Egypt about police or you know, tourist scams or anything. A lot of people approach me, wanted to talk to me. Just the Jordanians are very friendly people. I would highly suggest visiting the entire country. It's one of the best Middle Eastern countries you could go to, that's for sure. I haven't been to the rest of them, but I can just tell, like, I'm comparing it to Europe right now, and it's a great country to visit. Oh, look at that. Wow. I gotta take a photo of this with my phone. That is incredible. So I took another pit stop here. My car is doing great. Here are the Jordanian Mountains. I know I'll be even going up higher. I just thought it was very peaceful here. It's extremely quiet. Power lines going that way, all the way south. Beautiful. I think I could just see the Dead Sea over there. I don't know. My eyes are deceiving me. I took a nice photo in front of the car with the mountains in the view. I just wanted to get that before it went. Everyone's waving to me. One guy almost made sure I was okay because it kind of looked like my car broke down. But yeah, everything's good. Extremely nice people here. I really enjoy Jordan. The only thing I don't enjoy is driving in Amman. That is the most stressful thing ever. But I guess there's worse places to drive. Salam. You were goats? Yeah. Ah. You live here? Oh, beautiful, yeah. Yeah. The horns, very cool. Took a stop 3 minutes before the parking. Eating the twigs. It's cool. You can imagine when Moses came here, he had also flocks of goats with the Israelites. Alright, off to Mount Nebo. Stopped my car on the side of the road. It's unbelievable. It's a different world, honestly. The mountains of Jordan. I'm a Ford guy, so I'm kind of portraying my dad here, because he's also a Ford man. I'm driving me a Chevy, but I don't, you know, under the given circumstances, I think it's gonna be okay. So the church was here, built originally around 390 AD. It's one of the oldest churches, and then it was remodeled in 550 AD by the Byzantines. And the mosaic that they did for the remodel, that's still here. And now there's a newer church because that one's in ruins, and so yeah. There's the memorial of Moses. Here's a rolling stone that acted as a door for the Byzantine monastery that was first originally here. 1500 years ago-ish. Guess you can't roll it anymore. And now here's the new church. These are the ruins of the original settlements and church that was here. Lots of pilgrimage will be done here, and oh wow, look at gecko. Here you can see Byzantine ruins, the old Roman road, cemetery. There will be a pilgrimage in 384 AD, so I was almost right, from the Byzantines, and they would stay down there. You can see older buildings here. I don't know, I'm not good enough to identify it, but it was down there. Now I want to see if I'm able to see Jerusalem from here, because people at the hostel are telling me you'll be able to see Jerusalem all the way from this mountain. So I'll put the distance on how far Jerusalem is down in the bottom part. Wow, look at this. Old Byzantine columns. I don't know what they were used for, but you can see the foundations. Now it's just ruins, but it just shows how old human history is. Okay, this is where it gets really cool now. Here's the view. You can see the roads intersecting all the way down there. Look at that view. That is crazy. So in the Bible, before Moses died, this was his last look into the promised land. So after wandering the desert for 40 years, he finally knew that he made it, which was here. After that, Joshua went, he crossed the Jordan River, and Judea was formed. Here, I'll show one thing. So it's not a clear day today, unfortunately. Jerusalem is right there. It's only, where is Jerusalem? 46 kilometers from here. 46 kilometers, that is crazy. My university is like 30 kilometers. Jericho is only 27 kilometers, but at one point I was 3 kilometers away. Yeah, here's the Dead Sea. The edge of that Dead Sea there, if you look to the right, you could see barely a Jericho. And Jericho is the lowest city on earth that's inhabited. Like, there's lower parts, but it's the lowest big city on earth. Bethlehem is also here. It's over there. And then Hebron is completely that direction. Hebron is where they have the tomb of Abraham, that's incredible. It's called the Cave of Patriarchs. Bethlehem, everyone knows that. I don't have to explain it. In Lake Tiberias, I prefer to say Galilee. Galilee is over there. When the Jews came into Egypt 400 years before Moses, it was the time of Joseph, and things were good. There was not really problems between the Egyptians and Jews until when Joseph passed, and then they became enslaved. For 400 years they were enslaved until the time Moses, with God's help, he freed the Jews from bondage in Egypt, in the Bible, Exodus. And when they left Egypt around 3,300 years ago, they wandered the desert for 40 years. And the reason why they wandered the desert for 40 years is because they started getting fed up. There was like problems with food, and they were cursing God. Why did he bring us to the desert? Egypt was better. And they were ungrateful. And they also had idol worship and getting drunk, orgies, all that. And because of that, also Aaron participated, Moses' brother. Because of that, the generation that were in the desert would not be able to see the Holy Land until 40 years later, until the new generation with Joshua would be able to see the Holy Land and cross the Jordan Valley, or river. So Moses, Aaron, everyone from that generation, they never actually reached the Holy Land. They were very close. Moses was here. They brought the Ark of the Covenant all the way through here, that they got from Mount Sinai. St. Catherine, I'm meaning to go there. It's a beautiful mountain, Mount Sinai. It's much higher, I think, than this place. But anyways, the Ark of the Covenant was in this very spot, and then they crossed the River Jordan all the way to Canaan. Before the Jews came were the Canaanites, and they were not Jewish. They were not Muslim either. They were like a pagan type of people. They had their own gods and all that. And for a while they actually coexisted with the Jews, and they had both the religions working at the same time. You can see evidence of that with David and Solomon, if you read the Bible and all that. But anyways, that's the story of Moses shorn down. Going to the church now. It's called the Memorial of Moses. These mosaics are 1,500 years old. They were built in 598 to 80. At the time of the second church that was built here. Beautiful mosaic. Wow. You can see the cross here. Here are the old columns. Nothing I like more than mosaics, that's for sure. And also, I forgot to mention, the whole point why they wanted to go to Canaan was it was the land promised to Abraham for his people by God. And Moses brought them here so that promise could be fulfilled. That's a nice view. 1 dinar each. A little much, but what can you do? Now I gotta race down there. It's an hour drive to the fortress. And then it's like an hour 30 drive back. I'll be driving when it's dark. Looks like the Arma 3 map. Already going back up. Wow, look at that. Jordanian Mountains. It's a really beautiful drive. I think it's gonna be fine at night too. I believe this car's good enough with lights. And I don't think Amman will be too busy at 9 o'clock, so that's pretty nice. I'll see the sunset in the Dead Sea, I think. I just have to quickly see that fortress. No tourists I talk to know the place. I am completely in the middle of Jordan, nowhere. Like, I think I'm 2 hours from Amman at this point. I tried to listen to Bill Burr on the way and it was too much. Too much stimulation. I was looking at the mountains of Jordan while trying to avoid the bumps and hearing about Bill Burr's son crying. You know, it's too much for me. Such a cool. I definitely recommend getting the car. I think I see it now. The Google time isn't accurate here. Okay, there might be security.
Your destination is on the right.
Oh, there's people here. I'm not alone. Very cool, all right. The fortress was originally built by Janus in the 1st century BC. It's a fortress of Machaerus. Then Herod the Great enlarged the fortress and built a palace inside. The place is linked to the story of John the Bapist, and he was beheaded here. In 70 AD, the fortress was destroyed by the Romans under the authority of Emperor Titus. John the Baptist was the one that was baptizing people in the River Jordan, and he also baptized Jesus. He was arrested, he was beheaded, and it happened exactly in this very spot. Very few tourists go here because they don't know about it. It's a very recent excavated area. I don't know why it says 95. I know they found this place earlier than that. There's a guy who came here in the late 1800s, and he suggested it, but they didn't really find out until the 1900s. Oh, where am I even? Oh, damn. Okay. That's cool. I don't want to go in there because this place is way too remote for me. Look at that. Beautiful. I think I'm one of the first 21-year-olds to ever visit this place from Canada, that's for sure. So John was held here for 2 years, martyred around 32 AD. It was during Passover. 30 years later, during the Jewish revolt, when the Romans were getting fed up with them, they held up here, the Jewish rebels, in 66 AD. Then the Romans came a few years later, in 72 AD, And they completely capitulated the whole place, tore down everything, and the only thing that's left is the foundation, actually. I don't think there's even any columns up here. Look at that, wow. So here is Herod's palace. There's only one column that remains. When the Romans took over, took down all the rebels here, they actually let them go and then they destroyed everything. It was kind of like a peaceful surrender, but we don't know because that's just written on a few documents, you know. Maybe it's written by the Romans, who knows. Here is more foundation. It's no cause to him, I know, but the significance of it, and actually being at the spot where John was and when he was martyred. This is the main hall of the citadel. These geckos, by the way, are like quadruple the size than the regular geckos I've been seeing in Egypt. They've been eating something else. I took that road all the way there, and I'm going to the Dead Sea. I'll show you the Dead Sea just now. Let's hope there's no tarantulas. I don't think there's spiders here. Look at that. There's the Dead Sea there. The sun's reflecting off of it. This is one of the best views I've ever seen in my life. Canyon over there. I took an extra hour drive plus the extra hour back just to be here because I couldn't fit it for tomorrow. I think it was worth it. We'll see until how bad the drive back is.
Since roaming is turned off, you'll have to connect to a Wi-Fi network first.
I'm gonna film a little bit on the way back, but other than that, it's been great here in Jordan. Tomorrow I see Jerash, and then after that I will see Petra. I have to book my bus ticket probably tonight. I see Petra in 2 days, for 2 days, and then after that I go Aqaba. Hopefully I can go to Wadi Rum as well. Everyone's going there, even without going to Aqaba, but I'll find a way to get there. Besides that, the Fortress of King Herod. The best view of the Dead Sea from here. There you go. Alright, so I have to stop recording. There's lots of zigzags now. So here's the Dead Sea. Just want to get one good look at it before it gets too dark. those mountains there, that's all Israel and Palestine. And halfway through the water is the border. There's a car coming. I did this whole flipping road. You have no idea how hard it was, seriously. This is like the nice looking part, but over there was 3 turns that did that. Just to go straight down. It was really crazy. The taxi going now, he's making it look easy. Hope he's not too mad, he's not gonna clip me. Alright, there's more cars I gotta watch out. Here's the Dead Sea. Like I said before, it's a very nice hotels here. And then there's a very beautiful beach down there. I'm running out of battery and my car brakes are flipping on fire. Alright, this car handled really well. I'm really proud of it. It's a Chevy Cruze. Yeah, it's a Chevrolet Cruze, so it handled the job well. Tomorrow I go Jerash and it's around 8 o'clock right now, so right when I get to that hostel I am going straight to bed. I'm gonna have to wake up really early. Driving. Here's my car. I think everything's good. I checked last night with my flashlight, I think. Yeah, no scratches. My back with the leather. Oh god, I shouldn't have parked in this direction. My back is burning. Oh. Alright, it should be a 45-minute drive. I won't record much of it because it's so urban, this area, instead of compared to yesterday. But I'll film plenty on the way there when I get there. Everything's garage. Up this mountain here. I couldn't find my GoPro while driving it. I don't want to switch my bag while I was on the highway, so I couldn't film much. But here is the back roads of it. Free parking here. Look at that view of Jerash. Not too bad road-wise. There's only one big bad road I saw. So here is ancient Jerash. The current population of Jerash is 50,000, but the old population was around 20,000. People have been here around the really old excavations, they say 7,000 years. But what you'll see here are just Roman, mostly, mixed with later buildings. Christianity developed here in 350 AD. When the Christians came here, within 200, maybe 300 years, they built 14 churches in this very spot. During the Crusades, a little bit after the Christians left, Saladin stationed his troops in this very spot. So anyways, we'll take a look at the ancient Jerash. It's the best preserved site in all of the Middle East for the Greco-Roman ruins. Temple Artemis, and here are the churches, some old, some newer. Some houses of the Muslim conquerors that showed up in 700 AD, same like the Amman Citadel. We're right here. Over here is Hadrian's Arch. So if you know, in ancient Athens, we saw Hadrian's Arch at night when we were going to that restaurant on the first day, and Hadrian also was here. Not only in Athens, but he built that arch here as well, which is like, what, 3 times bigger? Legend says he went under it, but we don't know. I know in Greece, most likely he did. And then here is the hippodrome, Roman as well, and we'll take a look at that as well over there. It's Hadrian's Arch, around 1900 years old. Look at that. Plus I'm like one of the last tours showing up, so. Here's the stadium. So this stadium was used by the Romans, and they used this for horse races, everything, performances, gladiators, whatever you can name. As you can see, they still use it today. There's the soccer line. Can't imagine chariots like Ben-Hur going around in circles. Unbelievable. If this was in Europe, this would be so visited. Cost me around 10 Jordanian, so not too bad. You can see how tight the corners are for the chariots if they had to go across. Now you can imagine these stands all across in a complete circle. I don't know the exact seating. I'll put it down below, but it looks like you can see quite a bit. But yeah, see, you can see where they started, and then you can imagine all across there. Red, green, blues, and whites, which are the colors of the competing teams. By the late 4th century, the northern part of the hippodrome had transformed into an amphitheater for gladiator fights and other sports, while the south part was abandoned and squatted by potters. And the great earthquake of 749 that led to the final ruin of the hippodrome. Oh, interesting. Here's the modern city of Jerash. Now we're heading off to where more of the temples are, the Roman pagan temples. And some of these temples were converted to churches by the Christians that came here around maybe 350 AD. And there are also some Byzantine churches here as well. Anyways, this is the south gate, built in 130 AD by the Romans. You would use this gate to enter into the actual ancient city. The stadium behind us over there, you didn't really have to enter in the city to get to go there. It was just part of the town square. Wow, look how well preserved it is. Unbelievable. Here's the old military barracks. When you enter in through the city, there will be lots of guards here, horses, stables, everything. It's not too big because, you know, it was only around 20,000 people here. Here's the South Street, super well preserved. Can you believe that? Look how well preserved it is, unbelievable. This is all from like 100 AD, and over here is where all the shops used to be. Markets, everything. You know, the blacksmiths, bakeries, even ale, all that stuff, wine. They would sell it here. There's no Gucci store though, or a Balenciaga. Unfortunately, they haven't found proof of that yet, but we'll see. Maybe there will be. See the archway, beautiful. I'm pretty sure the Romans invented arches, because I know in Greece I didn't see much of it. Whenever I saw arches was Roman stuff. Look at the columns there. I'll show you in a second. Temple of Zeus. Wow. Temple of Zeus is right up there. I think I'll head to that first. But can you believe it? The Oval Plaza. Unbelievable. This is one of the coolest sights I've ever seen in my life. I saw on Google Images a little bit, but look at that. You can see the columns go all the way up on the walkway there. And all the columns here, nothing's missing. Alright, I think I head up here first. Wow, look at that. The city's pretty much still here. Now up there is, one second, let me get a better view. Up here is the Temple of Zeus, and over there is the stadium. Even the rock by the garbage can is full, 2,000 years old. That's all water bottles as well. I actually made a good decision coming here in the evening. I don't even have to wear glasses. I didn't put on sunscreen, nothing. It's really, I think it's like 28. It's like perfect. Wow. You can see the hills of Jerash and the road that intersects all the way up there. So here I got a better glimpse of Oval Plaza and the road that intersects up there. I can't believe it's one of the best sights I've ever seen with the sun facing it. Alright, I gotta go to the Temple of Zeus and the theater over there. It hasn't been hot here in Jordan. It's gonna get hot here in Petra, and Aqaba is gonna be like hotter than I think Cairo, probably 40-ish degrees. But it's a beach town, so I'm only going to a few sites and the Wadi Rum. So the Amman Citadel, the temple there had maybe 3 columns still standing, or 2. Look at that. So the materials for this was used and built in 100 AD as well, and it lasted till 500 AD when Christians took it down, and they used it to build the churches around the area. They used a lot of materials, especially I think the limestone. I'm not sure. You can see when you go to temples, ruined temples around Israel or anywhere in the Middle East or in Europe even, they don't have the interiors like this still standing. They have a few columns and the foundation only. That's really cool. I remember going to that temple ruin in London, or it used to be called Londinium. It was around this time period as well, and I thought it was so cool. And imagine if this was just sitting here in London. Awesome. Alright, I'm gonna head to the theater now. See the Corinthian columns. Here's the theater. No one's here right now. It's really nice. You can walk all the way to the top. When you stand right here, you could pretty much talk to everyone with equal volume. But if you stand exactly here, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, yeah. So I'm standing right here, and it's my voice completely changes. But if I take one step right here, it's nothing. It's really weird. You can see people used to come up through the stands, you know, the bathroom break and halftime, you know, the Lakers were losing or Shaq missed his free throws, they would go down there and come back up. You guys don't need a selfie. I could do it for you guys.
Cool, thank you, buddy.
No problem.
That'll be nice.
Here's the 2,000-year-old road that would lead to the other side of the other temples over here. Gotta watch your step. Just like in Rome, you could, if you bring high heels, you're basically done for. Columns. The holes. There's holes all around here because that used to be part of the sewer system. Look down below. Here are the shops of the South Cordo. Look at that, baby. I think it's huge. You can see the, oh, right here. See how big that thing is?
Yeah.
Oh, it ran away.
What was it?
Like a big gecko like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, lizard, big gecko.
Maybe lizard, I'm not sure. I know in Egypt there are geckos, I don't know here.
Oh, they probably are.
Friendly, they don't mess with you.
No, no. Seen those iguanas in Mexico too.
Oh, Mexico, yeah.
Freaking huge.
Yeah, they are. Here are the foundations of the shops. Little geckos all over. The South Tetrapylon. It's supported by 4 columns of pink granite from Aswan in Egypt. From Aswan, let's go. Here are the pylons that they built for Hercules and the other gods here. There should be red granite. They say there was red granite here, and it was all the way brought from Aswan as well, or pink granite. And the materials for these pylons were destroyed and removed and used for the churches that showed up in the 6th century AD. What is that, a worm?
Here, she saw a beetle. A beetle.
Oh, this is the red granite. By the way, I want that thing. That thing is huge. And here's the red granite. I was just in Aswan.
Look at me.
I figured out they close when the sun goes down, so I have actually more time than I thought. I could take my sweet time here. It's called the Nephium. I can never pronounce stuff like that. 190 AD. These corridors. I have never seen so many columns in my life. You see it's overgrown up there. See those little slugs? They're all over here, so they look like little tapeworms. There's 5 of them over there. They're all over because there used to be waterways below, and pretty much now they just sit there. This is the Propylaeum for the Sanctuary of Artemis, also Roman. You can see the stairs; they go all the way up. It used to be highly decorated, and there's 3 entryways. 1, 2, 3. Holy crap, they're all over. See these little slugs? Anyways, It used to be super highly decorated, gold and all that everywhere. You see the worm on the wall over there? They're all over. Here's a church from 550 AD. Really cool. I gotta watch my step because I don't want to step on those big worms all over here. They're all over. See the red granite from Aswan? Probably reused. Or pink granite, however you say. It just flew from Aswan. Maybe I should have brought some red granite for them to rebuild, help them rebuild a bit. Can you imagine many worshippers here? For the church, and look at it now. All the only worshippers left are these worms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like 60 of them. I have to go back. I'm gonna get eaten alive. They don't look dangerous though. I think they're just slugs. I've never seen them before, only here in the world, so I'll figure out what they are when I get home. Anyways, I'm gonna head down more east, or not east, this way.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Absolutely, enjoy it.
Are you staying in Amman?
Yeah, we're staying in Zarga, another
Ah.
city, like 30 miles out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it over there or something like more north?
more north. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Are you going to Qais?
Qais?
Yeah, Qais, yeah,
yeah,
Qais.
yeah. We're gonna go. We still have another 8-9 days left. So,
Ah, I see. All right.
so we're gonna go all over.
9 days. That's awesome.
It'll be-
It's pretty surreal seeing this without anybody. Holy moly! Rare to see some Roman domes. Wow. 1800 years old. Or even more than that. 880. People would, soldiers would come in from the northern gate, and you could imagine them walking single file across this whole road here. And this road goes almost completely straight to the oval square there. I guess it wouldn't be an oval square, it would be the oval, what was the name? I'll just put it down below, I don't remember. The Oval Plaza, for God's sake. Anyways, this is the northern gate. I think I'll head to the end and film a little. You can see ancient foundations as well. Littered with garbage. Everything's taken care of. Oh, jeez. All right. Here's, I don't know what this is. There's no tourists here, so I wouldn't know. Anyways, I'm here where, whatever this is. I don't think even the tourists come here much. They don't know, because this place is so big. It's it beats the Roman Forum by a lot. The history of Rome obviously is more interesting. That's why the Roman Forum is so serious, but this is something else architectural wise. Behemoth of a archaeological park. So we're at the north side now. It's weird, I would expect maybe there'd be a few Greek stuff here left, but when Alexander the Great was here, but it's all Roman. You see the north gate, they would come in through here, people, and they would come to the agora here, just like the ancient agora in Athens, and they would meet up here. They would have protests, whatever, discussions, votes, everything here, and then there would be the kind of like the parliament building right here, the civic building, and they will basically, it would be like the mayor's office. They will run the town from here. So many worms. Again, well preserved. Like this is all here. Like this, these stairs you could use for real like buildings these days. Look at that. 2 theaters in one day. Couldn't ask for more. There's excavations that happen here in the winters, just like in Egypt, and they find some serious stuff here. When I was in the Amman Citadel, they have a little archaeological museum, and almost half of the stuff there from the old era on the section was from Jerash. And they had actually like 30% of it come from Jericho, so Jerash, Jericho are two really ancient cities. So it's around 7:45. When the sun goes down, they close the sites here. I met these people from Texas. They're I always bring up Houston. They always say, yeah, we're from Houston. Every guy from Texas I met. But anyways, I'm heading back now. I'm gonna get some good food and then get back around 10 p.m. to Amman, pack, and I leave on the bus at 6:30 a.m. so I have to drop off my car. Maybe 5 a.m. would be a good idea, or leave and then drop it off at 5:30-ish. It was a great time here in Jerash. I didn't expect it to be so big. I thought it would be really well preserved, like everything will be still intact like we see right now, but I didn't know it would be so expansive. It's crazy. Anyways, thank you for joining me on this trip in ancient Jerash. I hope you join me for tomorrow's video, or whenever the next video is out, in Petra. It'll be a 2-day video, and I'll try also the hike to Aaron's tomb up in the mountains. We'll see. Depends how hot it is, but if not, I'll make a good video for Petra. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please like the video, and yeah, that's been Jerash.